Did you know Ted has a huge following in Japan?
Does he really?
The movie Ted. Ted is the highest grossing. It's either the highest grossing comedy or the highest grossing rated R comedy in Japanese history.
I love that.
And like they still make toys and merchandise to this day.
What's
like,
the Japanese name?
I don't. You know what? I want to look that up.
What?
Because like Japanese titles like tend to like they'll translate it to like
Tedu 2. Marco Lobo.
Oh, that scared me.
we're bordering on like
Racism?
yeah.
That was a Mori. He's Chinese. He can do that.
Isn't there a quick turn button in this? I guess not.
Shouldn't the Asians hate Mark Wahlberg though?
Security request retrieved.
Are you talking about the Vietnamese man thing?
Yeah.
It's Vietnam, and if I recall correctly, like everyone kind of plays that up because like it was genuinely a street fight, and then like you know.
I thought he did. I thought he just jumped him.
I don't know, but like I remember hearing someone saying,
It was exaggerated.
yeah.
Oh, I don't like this.
Wasn't it multiple times?
I don't think so.
I
Because
think it
otherwise,
I think it was more than once.
there's a TED short film made only for Japan called Danganronpa / TED Bears Take Over Japan.
Wait, Danganronpa? Really? Jesus Christ.
What does that
The
mean?
film features Danganronpa bear antagonist Monokuma, who watches Ted while eating popcorn and sitting on the couch.
Yeah, Danganronpa is a series where like a bunch of high school kids get stuck in like a huge weird Saw type of predicament. And the mascot / I think villain is like the Danganronpa bear. So I guess that bear is watching Ted. Is what you described,
Yeah.
right? Just watching Ted deal with that Danganronpa traps.
Do you guys remember Pedo Bear?
Of course.
Or a pedo bear, yeah.
What a fucking...
What an odd thing to take off.
Yeah.
I remember that he had the whole family too. And there's there's Pedo Bear, the Shota cat, which is like the one that like instead of like young boys, he liked the young girls.
No, it's the other way around. Yeah, she always does. Pedo Bear like young girls, Shota cat like
Young boys.
From a person who actually lives in Japan, about Ted's popularity. I live in Japan. I can confirm Ted is popular for whatever. For whatever reason, people love that shit. It's strange because they know next to nothing about either of the two actors who play the main characters. Many people don't even know what a Boston accent is or why it's hilarious on a teddy bear. The first time I was asked about it, it took me a minute to recall. I was like, oh, Ted, like the movie with the teddy bear with Seth MacFarlane's voice? Who's Seth MacFarlane? The guy from Family Guy. What's Family Guy? I have no clue why people love that movie, but a lot of popular movies and popular songs that people have asked me to, like, recall, like, just refer to Ted. It's bizarre.
That's great.
That is one of my favorite facts to ever find out.
Amazing.
That is a pretty neat fact. It's
a fun little.
yeah.
It's an interesting little factoid.
That's a fun fact.
I had another beer.
You won already?
Look, I can't be this funny sober.
It's true.
Excusez-moi.
Yes, let's let this man walk through. Watch out for my beer on the floor.
I know I would never knock over another man's beer, unlike someone who was on muscle relaxers that one time.
I knocked over my own drink. And I was on muscle relaxers. What do you want me to do? Move like fucking
Okay, I guess I'm going
Lightning
that way.
McQueen?
Yourself.
Kerchoo! I hope Zach goes back to when he plays soon. I know he's busy with season 3, but it's like I want to hear your silly little antics.
Has it been like that long? I guess because like
It's
I
been a
feel like they
while.
wouldn't be working on the next season right
Yeah,
now.
they're working on season 3 right now.
They're currently working on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Me and Zach are the same genre of character where we randomly show up and then disappear for long periods of time because we have our own shit going on. And that's what makes us love.
Yay, got the
because we're a
stasis.
funny little street.
Oh, I guess this is where I had to
little
go.
for sure. No one's only 5'3".
Only?
Oh, that's right. Maury's 4'8".
Something about those numbers ain't right to me, but oh yay. Oh, I can't go there just yet. Okay.
Maintenance bay. Can you fix it?
No, but I found a stasis module. If I'm faster, then I got it.
So he's just normal at this point?
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Gone crazy. What makes him go crazy?
Just going through everything here. Oh.
That.
Okay.
Almost dying.
I was trying to recharge before I ran through it, but I guess I'll have to.
Are there bosses?
Yeah, there are bosses in this game. But yeah, no, in Dead Space 2, he deals with the PTSD of having gone through the first game.
Oh, good.
Okay, good. It gave me the stasis thing. Oh, nice, in the safe station. Cool. Let's see where we're at right now. So I guess this hallway is generally safe, I hope, slash?
Yeah, I mean,
That's where I need to go.
Is that what green means?
The fact that there's a safe station here, I hope that means we're safe
Yeah,
here.
it probably means it's pretty safe. I'm so super hungry, that's crazy. Even after the sets, mac and cheese and half a sandwich.
Oof.
I'll just eat the rest of the sandwich.
I'm gonna save again, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's always better to save, especially in the
Oh! Puta de la gran madre!
Oh, listen, speak American.
I'm sorry, it spooked me, okay?
No Chinese too.
I don't like this! What's happening? Alright, let's pick up that.
I wish you could just cover the whole floor in butter.
I don't like the fact that I can access the inventory and still move around. I do not like that at all.
Why?
Because that means something can still attack me while I'm trying to just like heal or go through my shit, you know?
Yes, I do know, actually. Oh, yeah.
Does that knock out?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a late night. I didn't want to say anything. Because we're recording.
I just like looked over, I heard her like snoring, and I was like, oh.
That's not snoring.
She's asleep. Okay, what's in here?
Just gonna put it on blast on the whole recording.
Maybe.
That's okay. Oh no, he's sick.
What does that say? Bring the others?
Wait, it said something told me to bring the others.
Told me to bring the others.
He told me to bring the others.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's freaky. Okay.
That's freaky.
Credits, nice.
Oh good.
Why we need money?
Rob everybody's fucking wallet, why don't you?
They're all dead. It's okay.
Space game. Currency's called credits. Turn it off.
It's just easier that way, because no matter what you call the currency, they're gonna be like, that's stupid.
You're telling me if I had a game and I named the money dollary dues, you would turn it off?
Ah, yes. I would call it space monies.
I would turn that off second.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're also a prick.
Call them clams.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah. For everyone seeing, we're handshaking right now, and that being the
Did I accidentally
concept
just
going
heal
forward for our non-existent game that'll never happen, but we, like the idea.
Yeah, right now we're shaking. And
We're still shaking hands. Colin's making out with himself.
Yeah, me and Nolan are kissing.
He asexually reproduced. It's freaky.
Give me a big, wet, double wet willy.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay.
You think it should be socially acceptable to stab someone if they give you a wet willy?
Those arms, their legs.
I think so.
Or do they just stop
Possibly. I think it past the age of 10.
Oh, nice, a node. I'm gonna need that.
Yeah. Like,
Because everyone needs a learning experience.
of getting beat up.
Yeah. I think it is genuinely character building to get shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
Engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in transit.
Because then it forces you to be like, did I do something wrong?
Did I do that?
And then if you didn't do something wrong, that forces you to get big enough to beat someone else up.
What happened to the autoloader?
Yeah.
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing.
I should knock your blood.
I'm here to know when you be.
What?
I know.
I'm already talking to Fluffy every time Fluffy tries to escape.
So what? Do you guys remember the first time you ever went on the internet or had a computer?
No. My brain is mush.
Somewhat, yeah.
I remember playing. I remember being on the house phone with someone I used to know, and we would just be on the house phone and playing Adventure Quest Worlds.
What is that? Explain.
It's like a point and click adventure game for like tweens or like 10-year-olds. Terrible. It's nothing.
Oh!
Whoa! No hugs. Oh, you're surrounded, brother.
0 point energy. Cool, huh?
I just
Yeah,
like to,
well, I say the best inventions for myself.
I would like to point out that Amori had him in stasis and still got hit.
So Mario, you remember the first time you're on a computer or like the internet?
Yes.
Do you want to like tell any sort of story about that?
Rotten.com right off the bat.
That was the that's the first
One of the
thing.
first websites, yeah.
Really?
Rotten? What's that?
Fall down, damn it! Rotten.com. It was like one of the first shock websites.
Yeah. The first
Because like my uncle, not my uncle, my cousins that were like already like 2-3 years older than me each. So like they showed me, it's like, oh, check this website out, check this website out. So needless to say, I saw way too young the photo of a man's head blown off by a shotgun.
I saw this one video one time, and it was a suicide bomber, and the cops have him at gunpoint. And he's basically yelling at them to back up, and he hits the trigger, and I guess they fucked up the explosive because it's just a quick little like pop of him. Like he just pops, and there's no like actual like fire explosion or like blast. He just explodes himself, and then the cops are like, "Oh."
Are you sure you're not thinking about the pizza guy who actually had like the explosive collar put on him?
I'm sure.
Or not accidentally put it on him, but like point being, it was supposed to be part of like a robbery thing where they capture a pizza guy, put an explosive collar on him, and
No,
like,
it
tell him
was
to
a
rob him.
suicide bomber.
It was different.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was on like one of those like lively websites, like one of those like best gore websites.
Jeez. I never went on the Gore websites. Like even like the first time I was on a computer or like friends.
This kid that I was cool with that was a year older than me, but because he didn't do well like, the first time he took the class, he is staying at shredding science.
Damn. So for me, the first computer we had in the house was never connected to the internet. It was like your classic like Windows 95 like PC, but in the basement, like not connected to the internet. So like I'd play like maybe 1 or 2 computer games that like I didn't like, and then just like ignored it forever.
Like drunk off bullying.
If I recall, there was like some Arthur game that I couldn't figure out how to like get installed on a computer. Like granted, I was like 5 or 6 years old, but the first like actual family computer we had connected to the internet was a shitty laptop, and I remember like we had that thing for way too long, to the point where it was like me and my sisters were getting into webkins and we were trying to like play the games. The problem was it was so goddamn slow that Flash couldn't even like run like correctly on it, so that anytime there was an animation, it was literally just a slideshow, and we just thought that's how the internet was. Like it was just, you know, things are like slow. You like put in your request and wait like 2 to 4 weeks.
Oh, no.
Business days for it to load up.
Yeah. What is that?
But then the beauty of hockey is that it's a rich person's sport. So I go over to a friend's house, and that fucker was the first ever person I ever saw who owned a Mac, like an actual like iMac, and I was like, whoa, this is the future. And like I saw how like internet games and shit were supposed to run, and I was just like, what do you mean it's not supposed to be just like a flashing series of images? Like, it's video?
Just blew your fucking mind.
I was just absolutely floored by, like, what technology actually was supposed to be like, and not the, like, the old crappy, like, laptop I owned. Speaking of that laptop, my dad, dropped it off at a store to get like repaired, stuff like that, to have like try and like recover photos and stuff from it like years ago. And he told the story of how he just like forgot he like dropped it off because like it wasn't our primary like source of internet anymore, until one day like a few years ago he took like an Adderall for the first time, like trying to like stay focused on work, and just like within an hour some like loose neuron like fired its way through his brain. He was like, "Oh my god, I left the laptop at the shop 10 years ago." Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, "Oh no, I think the shop closed down 5 years ago."
Fuck's sake, Papa Egg.
So he just closed down and took his laptop.
Probably threw it away when he didn't come back after 2 years.
Oh,
Probably after like 2 months, probably just took it home. When they were closing, they probably just reset everyone's laptop and sold that shit.
There's probably nothing to sell. Even by the time he dropped it off, it was so woefully out of date that like it didn't matter. They already had his deposit.
That's true. He did have his deposit.